FG Radio DJ Kobe back in this thing again, as usual with my man Tone.
What up, though?
Alright, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube, youtube.com/FG Radio Live. Hit us up on Twitter at FG Radio MI. We got a special guest today. Finally, the big homie, Roast Spit, Yaktown representative.
What up, though?
Alright, now tell the people where they can get at you at.
On Instagram, I'm always on Instagram, ro_spit. Same thing on Twitter, ro_spit. BurnRubDetroit.com, roastspit.com. Or just look up in the sky and spit. And I'll appear.
Alright, now you fresh off a tour with Lupe. How did that fall into your lap?
Man, it was crazy. It was like I opened up at the show. It was supposed to be at the Royal Oak Music Theater, but it ended up being in Pontiac at the Crowfoot.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I don't know what the reason was, but they switched the venues at a couple days before the show, and I guess Lupe caught a piece of my set, and felt it. You know what I'm saying? So my managers had been talking to some of his people about getting me on the tour from the beginning, and I guess I've met Lupe countless amount of times, but I guess I don't know. It didn't really connect that I was MC as well as the store owner and shit.
So you had only met him doing Burn Rubber business.
Yeah, and I really don't like to mix it. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to be standing next to Fabulous and be like, yo, I rap too. Yeah. It's like, nah, man, we here for this.
Everybody else is doing that.
You know what I'm saying? And when the time is right, it's gonna happen how it's supposed to happen. And he caught a piece of the show and he was like, yo, I enjoyed it. I didn't know you got down like that. You know what I'm saying? Even if you rap, that the show was crazy. Yeah. And he was like, yo, if you could get on the tour, if you could jump on the last leg of this tour, it'd be love.
So how many days did you actually do?
I did 8 dates. It was supposed to be 9, but one of the shows got canceled. I think Providence, Rhode Island got canceled. So eight days, 8 dates, it was 11 or 12 days or something like that.
Now, do you got any more tours and shows and stuff coming up?
I got some shows coming up. I got a couple tours in the works. It's about just linking with these cats, man, and it happening. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to speak on it too prematurely, but the next big show I got coming up, as of right now, is with Don Kennedy on February 1st. Yeah,
we actually trying to book him for interviews.
Oh, word?
Yeah. And we'll probably have to catch up with you again before that show.
Word up.
Make sure everything is what it's supposed to be.
So, what was the whole experience like?
With the tour?
Yeah.
Man, it was crazy. I've been on tour before, but I wasn't the focus. You know what I'm saying? I went on tour with my cousin, One Below, back in early 2000, but I was actually DJing for him.
Right.
And, it's different when you're kind of you just kind of there along for the ride. And it's the focus is on him, and I'm kind of just making sure I hold my end of the deal up. But when it's the focus on you, man, it's you got when you get to the venue, you know what I'm saying, they asking you questions, and if something ain't right, they asking you, and if the merchandise ain't, the count on the merchandise ain't right, it's all coming back around to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that, the business aspect of it was kind of surreal, man. That was my first time in that realm of it. But it was fun, man. It was something that I can't wait to do it again. It's something I tell a lot of people, tell everybody that get away from your city, whether you're from Pontiac, whether you're from Detroit, or whether you're from Alabama somewhere, man. Get away from your city, because you really see what people enjoy. You know what I'm saying? I was on the road, and it was we had plans for the first single to be, and although that song rocked, when we went out on the road consistently every date we went to, it was About That Life was a song that had everybody it was because it's the energy to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think we're gonna end up pushing About That Life.
Right. So now, a minute ago you spoke about how the business, how they look at it, if it's wrong, they'll come straight to you. Now, how does that, your business, because people that don't know, you got the Burn Rubber and the 218 and all the branding and stuff. Mm-hmm. How does that knowledge carry over into your music? How you handle your business musically?
It was it was instant. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing was, the show was Sunday, and I was on a plane Thursday. You know what I'm saying? So I had basically, I mean, not even 4 days, really 3 days, like Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, to get everything in order to go. So, you know, a lot of people don't even realize, you know, if you've never really been on the road, the thing that's going to carry you throughout the tour is merchandise. You know what I'm saying? So, like without even thinking, I'm like, yo, I gotta get hoodies, I gotta get hats, I gotta get, you know, and I gotta do all this stuff and make it where it's not super expensive because, you know, Lupe is Lupe Fiasco. Right. And he's selling hats and hoodies. So, what's gonna make, if this person is coming to see Lupe, what's gonna make
it? Can't be more, right?
You know what I'm saying? And it has to be of the same quality as his or better. You know what I'm saying? And it like instantly kicked in, and in 3 days I had hoodies, you know, 2 or 3 different T-shirts. I had Scullies, I had snapbacks, and literally, you know, that's what carried me through the tour. Like I didn't really come out of pocket for that. You know what I mean? Like that paid for the tour. Okay. So that was dope.
So do like in like these other places and other markets, do they know you as like, cause you Roast Spit the rapper when you on tour? So do they know you as Roast Spit? Burn Rubber Roast Spit?
Yeah, it was a little different, man. It was funny because, you know, it was 3 different things. It was people knew me, like, yo, that's my man from Burn Rubber. And like I didn't even know he rap. Then you had the people that's like, oh man, Roast Spit, I heard of him or I seen him down in such and such, or I saw this video. And then it was people like, yo, that's the dude from the reality show. You know what I'm saying? So it was 3 totally different things, but it was dope because I can kind of like bring all those people together. Right. And at least you're familiar with something. You know what I mean? So, because even through the reality show, we talk about me being an MC. So it kind of like all brought everything together.
Are y'all coming back with like season 2 of the reality show?
Yeah. We just finished filming it. I mean, we just wrapped up. So we're hoping like the end of January, early February is when it's gonna start airing.
Now y'all gonna be on the same day and same time and everything, or y'all ain't got all that?
Ain't got all that yet. More than likely, it's gonna be the same thing. I think it was like Tuesday. Yeah. Like drop like every Tuesday morning. Yeah,
cause I think y'all will drop y'all's and then we'll watch that and then we'll drop our shit right after.
Or yeah. So it's more than likely it's gonna be the same thing, you know. But you know anything can kind of happen now.
So did Paul Rosenberg really give Prince Field his force?
Yeah, and I think he was salty about it too. You know what I'm saying? But it was all for the love of for the show. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know, it's his show. Right. You know what I mean? It was his show too, so it has to, you know, be successful. And you know, but he offered it though. Okay. Like when we were talking about, you know, because like the thing about reality TV is, you know, something partially real. You know what I mean? Like it's still a storyline that they got to set up, and you know, although it might be, you know, certain things like whether we go to like say if they filmed at the Lupe show or something. Like, yeah, that's something that's going to happen already, but they got to kind of make a story out of it somehow. Right. So, you know, that you'll see us, you know, something. You know what I mean? It's going to be something. And that was part of the storyline for the first show. But he offered it, and then when it got down to it, it's like me saying like, yo, if you need my iPhone, I got you, dog. But then when you really say like yeah, let me get that, I'm sitting here looking like, damn. You know what I mean? And that's exactly how it was. So, but you know, he definitely gave it to him though.
That's crazy, man. I probably would be like, man, can I get you like another pair or something like that? Yeah. What's like the most rare pair of shoes that y'all seen come through the store?
I saw somebody brought through a pair of Jordan, like the first Jordan 1s from like '84. And they was like falling apart and everything, but I couldn't really believe it though. You know what I'm saying?
They still had them bitches.
Yeah, but like you can't wear them, but of course, right. You know.
My uncle had a pair in the basement for years. Told my brother he could have them, so my brother just left them in the basement. Like, what else are you gonna do with them bitches? Come home from school and they this nigga out in the yard cutting the grass.
Oh, come on, dog, you killing
like, what? Like this the one pair of shoes in the whole house that you said I'm gonna go cut the grass.
Right, exactly.
Come on, man.
That and it was a pair of one of the first Reebok pumps from like this old dude, man, this old Asian guy. He probably like 70 something. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because he left the shoe up there. It was like the first Reebok, one of the first shoes that cost $200 or something. And he left it up there and like never came back. And it's like, you know, it was like kind of a joke thing, but then it got serious. Like, yo, I wonder if this dude died, man.
Right.
And just, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, you ain't gonna forget something like that up there. But he was like an old dude, like I said, 70 something.
He probably was just trying to give it to somebody who knew. You know what I'm saying? He knew I was gonna take care of it if he just left it there.
Yeah. But he had like, I mean, his collection was crazy, man. And he used to do something in marketing for a lot of the different sneaker brands. So they used to give him like crazy shoes,
right.
And he just kept them on.
So y'all got a shoe with Reebok and New Balance.
Mm-hmm.
How did y'all work that out? Because I highly doubt that's something that's easy to do.
No, it's not easy at all. It's it's just persistence, man. You know, we go to these the trade shows, Magic and like Agenda, and what we used to do is when we first got the store, we used to see people like other stores doing collaborative shoes where they design it and the company puts it out, but you know, we were at a level where I guess the companies thought we weren't ready yet or whatever. So, but we had been doing Nike IDs and, you know, Air Max. Rick used to do Air Max 90s every 2 months and all that stuff like that. So we had like the ideas for it. And then it was just a thing where like we would go in these meetings and first it was like, you know, they trying to sell us, you know, whatever shoes or whatever. And then by the end of the meeting, we like, yo, so when you gonna let us do our shoe? And then it's like, they like kind of laughing at it.
But it's only a joke for so long.
It's a joke. So eventually, you know, those laughs start turning to giggles, and the giggles start turning to like smirks, and then I was like, let's talk business. You know what I'm saying? And that's just kind of how it happened. So they was like, yo, I think New Balance is first, and we're gonna let you do a shoe. And Rick's favorite brand is New Balance. His favorite shoe is a 580. So he was like, you know, they were like, if we let you do a shoe, what would you do? And without even thinking. It was like, you know, that thing where, how they say it, like preparation meets, like if you get the opportunity, you got to be prepared, basically. Right. You know what I'm saying? And like we've been waiting on this day for a year and a half. So as soon as they said it, we like, yo, it's a 580. We know exactly what it's gonna look like. We'll have it to you in 2 days. And they was on it. And then they tried to make it. It's funny they tried to make us change that because the 580 doesn't do well in the States. Like that model, it does well overseas, and they try to make us do some other shoe, like a I don't even know what shoe they try to make us do, and you know, we were like, nah, we want to keep stay with it, and that shoe sold out in like minutes. You know, we sold like 500-600 pair in minutes.
So speaking of all your collaborations you've done, what's your favorite pair out of the? It's been what, 4 pair of New Balances and 3 pair of Reeboks, right?
Yeah. We just dropped something. 4, something like that. Yeah. My favorite, I think, was the Reebok, the Iverson, the Apollo's Young, because that was like just like that. You know, that was Rick's favorite shoe, the New Balance. Like the Iverson was one of my favorite shoes, and Iverson was one of my favorite players. And then, you know, the whole marketing campaign around it, where we
the story behind
it. And I was like literally on some just like, what if I did it? And then I just wrote the story like literally I wrote that story. I had the idea and I wrote the story in like 10 minutes.
I came in front, I slept on that shoe, and like today I'm mad that I can't get that shoe. Like I've been looking for it for about 6 months. Like 6 months to like a year I've been trying to find that shoe. Every
once in a while somebody would come through and say like they want to sell it back to us or something, but they usually got like 8.5 or 9, something like that. But we got something in the works, man, that's gonna be if it goes down, it's gonna be huge. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and it's for the city of Pontiac. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope. But
it's gonna be like when you see it, that shoe is gonna come. You know, it's like the playoff or the remainder of the story.
Okay.
Like the next chapter of the story.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we got your shoes. Top 25.
Top 25, yes.
Did you help us put this list together? Did you put input on this list? Top 25 shoes in 2013? Mm-hmm. All right, well, you get to hear fresh then. You get to get the first reaction.
All right. Yeah. So, with this list, last year I did the McFly 25 list, and it was just me and my bro, June. It took me about 2 weeks to get it done. It was difficult because you got to look at all the shoes that's been released over the year. And when you don't realize it, like, damn, it's been a lot of shoes. So, it went over from like 150 shoes down to 30, I think. Damn. 25 plus the honorable mention. Yeah. This year, I got input like I kind of made like my own panel. I had 20 people, 15 people came through with their list in time.
Mm.
So to start off the list is my honorable mentions. We got the Nike KD6s, the Christmas versions.
That just dropped.
We got the Reebok Question, the number 1 draft picks.
What's that, white and red?
No, the blue ones.
White and blue?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they all blue. With the speckled bottom.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Then we got the Nike LeBron All-Stars, the 10s.
Okay.
Excuse me if I'm saying his name wrong. Ronnie Fag.
Yeah.
The Ronnie Fag Asics, Gel Light 3s, the Miami Beach and New York City pack.
Correct, yeah.
And then 5 of the honorable mention is the Packer Reebok Kamikaze 2s to remember the Alamos.
Yeah. I think the Packer question was doper than that one.
Yeah, but these just the honorable mentions. These
okay.
What didn't make the top 25.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah.
Coming in at 25 is the Adidas Pro Model 2, the Big Sean's, the Detroit players, the all black ones.
Mm-hmm.
24 is the KD6, the Texas ones, the ones that's black and glow in the dark,
yeah.
orange in it.
Yeah.
Excuse me. 23 is the Jordan 4s, the Fear Packs.
It's black and gray?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
22 is the New Balance that just dropped, the American ones.
The Ronnie Fag?
Yeah.
American, yeah.
21 is the Nike LeBron 10, the Celebration Pack. That had the 2 pair. It was the red ones, the red and gold ones, and then it had the low top ones that was like black and like a floral.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was crazy. 20
is one of my favorite all-time shoes. It's the Bugs Bunny 8s.
Mm-hmm.
Like 8s to me is 8s over every shoe in the world. Like I love 8s to death.
Word.
19 is the Jordan 13s, the He Got Games.
Mm-hmm.
18 is the foam ones, the Dome Beckers.
I hate foams.
Straight up.
It's not dope to me.
I think Nike is overdoing foams at this point in time. Because it was at a point when they first came back out, they had dropped 2 or 3 a year. Now it's just like all these weird, like the fighter jets, I hated them.
Yeah.
The camos, I hated them. The Weatherman packs, I hated them. It's like, it's just too much now.
Yeah, for sure. And they about to drop, actually tomorrow, the
Oregon.
The Oregon.
Yeah.
We getting those.
I did not know that. 17 is the Nike, the Gary Paytons, the black and white ones.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite shoes of all time again. 16 is the Air Max 90, the Tiger Camo ones. It was a collab with
Atmos.
Yep.
Correct.
15 is the LeBron 10 Corks.
Mm-hmm.
14 is the Jordan 4s, the Toros.
Mm-hmm.
13 is the Air Force One High Sheets, the Roscoe pack.
Yeah.
The orange ones and the blue ones. 12 is the Jordan 5 Laneys.
Mm-hmm.
11 is the KD6s, the N7 version though.
Mm.
I was looking for them for so long, I couldn't find them.
Yeah.
10 is the ASIC Gel Light 5, the Volcanoes.
Yeah, Ronnie Fag.
Yep. 9 is the Packer Reebok Question Pack for players only.
Oh yeah, the Iverson and LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Kobe
and
yeah.
LeBron.
8 is the Jordan 12 Taxis, which was the only unanimous pick. Like everybody who made the list for me, got them for me. I mean, picked them. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. 7 is the Nike LeBron 10 All Stars. I don't think that's right. 6 is the SNS Reebok Question, the shoe about nothing.
Mm-hmm.
5 is the Jordan 5 Dome Beckers.
Yeah, that was great.
4, the Soul Collector, Gary Payton's, the Sonic Waves, the green. 3 is the the Kobe's. 2 is the 88 threes. Number 1 is October Red Yeezys, even though they didn't come out this year.
Right.
We never gonna. I don't think we ever gonna get them. Let's detox on them bitches.
Yeah, I don't know, man. People be hitting me up. I've talked to, and it's, I be talking to the reps, and it's like they don't even be knowing. You know what I'm saying? Because they, like, I think we were in Chicago for a meeting last week, and we asked a question about them. She had no idea, and then the next day is when they said it was supposed to be on Foot Locker, and then 2 days after that, they canceled that. You know what I'm saying? So
Shit,
I
like
had
Yeezy tell it, they don't even know. So
I had a feeling like Foot Locker was gonna cancel it because if you look at it, like all the people who was gonna come to that site at that point in time, there was no way it was gonna shut down because it shut down for regular releases.
Right.
So something like that.
Yeah, and the backlash was too crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like if they were to do that, it would be just because of all the stuff Kanye was, been doing. Man. You know what I mean?
did y'all get the first Yeezys when they dropped?
Yeah, we got all these. There was 3, and then this is the Yeezy 2, the black one. We got the platinum ones. I think only Chicago, like the East Coast, basically Midwest and East Coast got the platinum. The West Coast got the black, and then Chicago was the only ones that got both of them. It was something like that.
So like, after hearing this list, what that I didn't get on the list you feel should be on there?
Well, who was like the people that, like, where'd you get the people that put the list together?
It was just like friends and sneakerheads and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean the only thing I would add on is and I don't want to say add on, but just it's other stuff like of course our shoe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
The Spirit of Detroit definitely almost made it. It's kind of like you got 30 and then
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, just stuff like that. Like
Right.
it's a lot of stuff when you're when you're kind of like the average sneakerhead is sometimes so focused on KDs and on LeBrons and on Kobe's and Jordans that they get they lose sight of some of the other stuff. But that's dope that like the Ronnie Five shoe is on there. Yeah, it's on there a couple times.
Yeah.
But just little stuff like that. Like some of the concepts Asics was crazy. Trying to think, it's so much, man.
Right.
It's so much. I would have to literally sit down and look at a lot, like all the stuff that came out this year. But yeah, just that like I said, the average person is so focused on certain shoes that they kind of lose sight of the other shoes. And some of those are like really dope.
Now, what music you listen to? Because I know you move around a lot, you're different places. Like, what music you listen to just on your personal time?
I listen to I listen, as far as hip hop, I listen to the people that I literally can get on the phone and call. Like, and it's mostly like Detroit music or Michigan music, you know what I'm saying? So like, if I'm popping something in the deck, it's probably like some like Black Milk or, like my man Off Rip, you know what I'm saying? That's my guy. Dusty, Boldies, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of people like that. But at the same time though, I really don't listen to a lot of hip hop because I don't like to listen to hip hop when I'm making music, and I'm always making music. You know what I'm saying? So when Dusty album drop or a Boldy album drop, I'll get it and I'll listen to it like once or twice. You know what I'm saying? And then it's back to the like instrumental and stuff. But the thing that surprised people a lot, like I love ratchet music. Love it to like
From Pontiac, man.
Yeah, you feel me? So just ratchet music. I like pop music too. You know what I'm saying? Like I got 2 daughters, and I really listen, and I'm like, the stuff they play on the radio, even though I make that that kind of music, this shit is terrible for kids to listen to.
Yeah.
And I know
my daughter would be like, she want to listen to Nicki Minaj, like she likes Starships, but it's only so many Starship songs I can play for her before we get back to Itty Bitty Piggy.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I kind of I just like, I realized that sitting in the car with my daughters, like, yeah, I'm not letting my daughter. So I'll put it on 955.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then through that, it's like, yo, this Taylor Swift. Like all these people want to do is have fun. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't about shooting this dude or twerking this low or popping it like this. And it's like, So through that, like I found an appreciation for like fist pump music. You know what I'm saying? And then other than that, it's like jazz and. I really listen to jazz. I really listen to like old R&B, like from Luther Vandross to Nita Baker or whatever, and then even like Music Soul Child, so my man Dwelle, shit like that.
Now you mentioned a lot of Detroit artists or Metro Detroit artists that maybe a lot of people won't hear. They think it's just all Doughboy Cash Out and you know what I'm saying, Big Sean. So how do you feel about the state of the hip hop scene in the the Metro area?
Man, I think it's crazy. I think the dopest part about it is everybody's working with everybody for the most part.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But you know, everybody's working with everybody. Like, you know, I always talk about like one of my favorite artists in the Detroit, you know, street hip hop game is GT. From you know what I'm saying from the East Side. I used to fuck with Dusty. You know what I mean? Whatever. But he's like one of my favorite artists just because he has his sound is like. His flow is just like, you can't get it twisted, you know what I'm saying? You can't confuse it with nobody else. And you know, but you see all these different people working together, man. You see Sino on or Dusty on Sino's album. You see Sino on Peasy album and whatever. And it's starting to branch out even like out towards Pontiac, you know what I mean? You start
Pontiac working together more now than I've ever seen in my lifetime. So.
Yeah, and that was one of the things. Like, it's funny because when we started doing stuff elsewhere, like, you know, we wanted to get away from Pontiac and tell people about it, but it was like, you know, we kind of, our mentality back then was to show that we are bigger than where we're from. You know what I'm saying? But through that, we kind of we distanced ourselves from people. You know what I'm saying? That was dope. And it's like, you know, we go away and we doing these shows all over the country and all this, and then it's like when we get home, everybody's like, I ain't never heard of One Below. I ain't never heard of Kodak. I ain't never heard of this.
See, I heard of One Below years ago, and I used to tell niggas like the coldest nigga out the yak is One Below, and they'd be like, "Who is this?"
For sure, hands down. Yeah. You know, so now we trying to, you know, in recent history we tried to, you know, link up with everybody, man. That was one of the main reasons I started doing, you know, hosting the battles. You know what I'm saying? Start showing my face more, man, just to show my appreciation for it. Because I'm like, when I used to sit at home and watch Binks and watch, you know, Mac Myron and watch these dudes battle, and like, yo, I never even met these dudes.
Right.
And that's a shame that you know what I'm saying? So I reached out and I'm like, yo, you know, and it's dope now that when you watching these URL battles and you watching these Smack battles and all this, you know, when they talk about Michigan, they talking the top, you know, 3 artists now is basically from Pontiac, you know, well, not even top 3, but you got JC, you got Ill Will, but then you got Snow, you got Logic that's doing the PGs, and you know what I'm saying, you got other people coming up, and now it's like, you know, like it ain't even really. It's a couple artists that's from Detroit, but for the most part, it's like Pontiac artists. You know?
Now, I asked you if you was gonna rap, so you ready for it, man? I only ask Pontiac niggas to rap when they come because they think we can't rap.
Yeah, I got a verse. Where I'm just rapping.
I was gonna give you a beat. I usually throw a beat on, but you can do an acapella if you want.
Oh yeah, I just do acapella. I gotta get out this bubble. The trouble is seem to find me, haunt me. What I did for these digits, don't you remind me, aren't we? The reason that my people eating finely. Knuckles love to hustle when it double like Siamese. Blind lead the blind, it's a sign when the truth fly. Better keep it real, it get hot when July. Dude, my ladies run this motherfucker, speak to me. I'm giving you a chance, you say we never treat you equally. A piece of me is like, get your money up by any means until my man got popped. Money up, my enemy. Funny, what's the remedy? Bring it to his family with the bladder. Watch him scatter like a centipede. In the meantime, in between time, these lines rhyme and bring our circle together just like a peace sign. I give it some time. About a year, if I don't beat sign, I pull a Pharrell, and make a beeline to the fashion. Boom.
Seems like that's it, man. You know where to hit us up at FG Radio MI on Twitter. Hit us up on YouTube, youtube.com/FG Radio Live. Follow me personally at DJ_Kobe. Follow Tom.
Prince_McFly. Drop the Y at the EI.
That's swag right there. Damn, I need something fresh like that. Like roll_spit. I don't even know what to say.
Oh man, I forgot to ask you, man. Fly Young, man. What you think about the bubble with that? 'Cause you know they moving.
Yeah.
They moving the
Listen, man.
out the city.
Fly Young is like, it's dope, man, that you can see somebody start from the complete, like literally start from the bottom.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Start with an idea, and then like, you know, you be the person that they kind of look up to, and not even really notice it. You know what I'm saying? But and so like, you know, just talking with Kyle and all them dudes, man. It's like, yeah, you know, I give him the utmost, you know, utmost credit and the utmost love, and man, and like anything that he needs from me, I got him. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a phone conversation or like whatever he needs, I got him. But it's so dope that that like, you know, I don't even know if I'm supposed to be saying this, but you know, they opening a new store.
Yeah, they announced it already.
Oh, they already announced it?
Yeah.
All right, so like, yeah, so they opened a new store right next to our store in Royal Oak. And it's just crazy, man, that like, just to see, it's kind of the same thing I said, like with me going on the road. And when I was on the road back in the day, I used to look at my cousin One Below. And all that stuff that kind of kicked in when I had to go is the stuff that he was doing that as a youngin', I wasn't even, you know, I was like paying attention, but not really. But when it was my time, it kicked in. And that's kind of the same thing that Kyle is doing, and that, you know, the guys over at Fly Young is doing. Like they kind of looked at us over the years, and you know, kind of see how we move and how we maneuver. And the dope thing about them is they never copied us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They it's like they saw what we did, got the inspiration, and did it their own way. And
that's the only thing we wear over here. Like whenever we do a show, we don't wear no other. Nothing, just Fly Young, whatever. Even if it's just, you know, a hat.
Yeah. And I get the utmost respect for that. You know what I'm saying? And to see, you know, them opening up and they getting, just see them in there painting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like a proud moment. Like, man, I can't wait to, like, you know, somebody come through our store. I'm like, yo, you gotta go next door. Like, I don't give a what you doing. You ain't never heard of these dudes. Go next door and buy something. You know what I mean? So, but I think they're gonna do well, man. They prepared a long time for this. Everything is in order. You know what I'm saying? They good people. You know, everything is right. They do everything the right way. So it's just a, you know, matter of time. And they do it at a level that's higher than the average.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it ain't just t-shirts and shit.
Yeah, it ain't just, you know, it ain't just slapping this on a, you know, a little one screen print on a t-shirt. It's like they put thought into it. You know what I mean?
But that's it. All we got for y'all today, man. Hop on Twitter, hashtag that FG Radio. We up out here.